As we dive further into our festive preparations, today's treat is a summer strawberry cake topped with Clover's delicious vanilla custard. The sweet and nostalgic cake brings together the fruity goodness of fresh strawberries with smooth, creamy custard.
Oh, doesn't that just sound yummy? And I think before we get onto the custard, it's important to let's speak about the cake, because it's important to have that vessel that's going to carry that silky smooth texture of the custard. So this is a simple cake. I say that all the time, but it really is. So all we've done in here, we've got our butter and sugar that's already been creamed. And basically that just makes sure that it's nice and airy and fluffy. Into our dry ingredients here, let's start there. We've got cake flour, some baking powder, and some bicarb, and then just a pinch of salt. That just brings out all the flavors in the cake. Set that aside, give that a little whisk.
Can I do that for you?
Yeah, you can do that for me. That also gets rid of the lumps, so using a whisk is a good tool to have if you don't have an electric beater.
A little trick,
So to this, I'm going to put my egg in, right? Give that a stir. And then from here, it's all about alternating between your dry and your wet ingredients. So in front of me here, I've got some buttermilk. You can use some amasi, you can use yogurt. I love buttermilk just because it's a nice, thin, loose consistency. So you can put about 1/3 of there. Let's go for half. Okay.
Like that.
Like that. There you go.
Okay.
And then we're just going to fold that in. And then once this is incorporated, we will add the buttermilk. And this process of adding step by step is merely just to avoid you overworking the flour.
Makes it easier.
So if you were to add all the flour, it would take a lot more time to get it fully incorporated.
And probably not mixed as well.
Exactly. Okay, so into there, about half.
That's more amasi?
That's the buttermilk.
Buttermilk, okay.
Okay, completely interchangeable with the amasi if you would like to use that. And then I think you can add the remaining, about half of that.
Half,
It's always important to end with the flour.
Okay.
So
always end with the flour.
Always end with the flour. So I'm going to put the rest of my buttermilk in there, and then the vanilla essence. Vanilla extract, if you can afford that. Obviously, I always say choose what you can afford.
I like that.
And it's
substitute where you must.
Exactly. Love that, right?
Well, you taught me that.
Great. So you can go in with the last bit of flour, and while I do the rest of the folding, can I ask you to just slice some of our... Some strawberries in half, because this is a strawberry cake. I love adding fruit to cake. It's just a beautiful addition. Extra sweetness, beautiful freshness to it. And it's also a great way to encourage kids to eat the cake. We're going to put our batter in. You can see it is quite a thick batter. And what I love about this consistency is that it allows the strawberries to not sink, or it avoids the strawberries from sinking to the bottom. If this were to be a thinner consistency, they would just
go right down.
So because we have a ready-made one, I'm actually trying to hurry this around so that we can get this done at taste.
Let's put the strawberries on.
So let's put the strawberries on.
Make it look all pretty.
And I love that it's going at the top, because if you try and chop them up too finely and put them into the batter, you run the risk of it being overly moist. So we're going to put this into the oven.
Can I bring the special custard out?
Of course you can.
I'm a custard lover. I just feel like custard is symbolic of comfort and home, and I love this particular one. It's 75% real dairy. So convenient. So
convenient, and I love that because it's going to add an extra layer of indulgence to this recipe. And that silky smooth texture, you spoke about nostalgia. It brings in that whole idea of tradition and I mean, I can remember so fondly a trifle with custard all the time. So I think grab that slice on the side there, Bzi. And I'm going to grab a fork.
Okay, we're going to pour this over.
Pour it right over.
Okay, how much do you want? That's delicious.
Perfect.
There we go.
Okay.
I'm going to take the first bite because you're the chef.
Are you sure?
You're the chef. Go ahead.
Okay. Let me go in.
Yeah? Oh, Jay, I can see in your face that looks super delicious. Celebrate the season with a slice of summer and strawberry cake that's topped with Clover's vanilla custard. If you want this recipe, visit afternoonexpress.co.za.
What's new from Clover? This festive season, indulge in the new creamy and smooth Clover Custard. Transform your ordinary desserts to extra delicious moments for you and your family. Try it, you'll love it. Clover, made with love.